Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Welcome in. My name is Michael. I'm the Dead Gamer, and welcome to Pathfinder Curse of the Crimson Throne, our Pathfinder 2nd edition conversion of this very, very classic Pathfinder adventure. I am your game master and, of course, narrator for this evening's festivities. And joining me today are my wonderful Patreons who support the channel, help me keep the lights on, and, of course, come to enjoy a wonderful game every Monday morning or evening or whatever time it happens to be for you. Hi guys, how we all doing?
Good.
Excellent.
Going pretty good.
Yay! That's wonderful to hear. And of course, I'm keen and ready to get going. Now we're a little bit behind, so we're gonna flash through some stuff, allow me, guys, to introduce this amazing cast of characters to you guys, starting with none other than Twiff, playing the role of the gunslinger Padrick, who formerly wished to study and be into the arcane arts, but unfortunately, due to circumstances, had to go out on their own, but now has become an innovator and an avant-garde person working on their own contraptions, alchemical brews, and mechanical marvels. A wonderful character, and great to have you here, Twiff.
Good to be back.
Yes. Oh yeah, we weren't here last week. Yes, welcome back.
Yep.
I forgot about that. Next up, of course, we have Holly, the infamous rogue and perhaps heir to a noble family of Fae, who is currently in the city escaping some of the duties that may have befallen them from the fairy kingdoms, played by our wonderful friend Mally Kisa. Good morning, Mally. Next up, there's a delay. I'm so sorry. I keep interrupting people. I will say good morning, and then I'll give you some time to say something, and then that'll be good. Next up, we have playing the role of the investigator Quinn with their own practice to help those downtrodden and misfortunate in the city of Korvosa. We have none other than Io Janasi.
Hey, Michael.
It's
Excited
so good
to get
see you.
started.
God damn it, I did it again. Listen, I'm not on point today. I feel like I'm not on point. All right. Next up, laughing at me, is of course the Kitsune druid who has come to the city in search of those responsible for circulating mysterious drugs into the city streets, having affected their friend and their ally. We have, of course, none other than Dante, being played by Rykon.
Hello.
And, of course, one of the newer members to the group, but, of course, an old hat to the city, a person who, of course, has a love of the simpler things in life that don't involve giant burning buildings, diving into the deep depths to be stabbed by old withering hags, and, of course, has a vested interest in trying to save not only the city from this pox, but also protect their daughter. We have, of course, the role of Agnes, our I don't even know what you are. You're an oracle, aren't you? Psychic. There we go. He's the psychic known as Agnes, played by our dear friend Laura Bones.
Oh.
Hello. And last, joining us for this special side arc is, of course, a dear friend of the channel and, of course, a supporter of all things. Playing the role of the vampire huntress, Elvie, from the lands of Ustalav, we have none other than Miss Bowman.
Oh, hi everyone.
Hello. All right. Next up, we want to give a quick shout out to our sponsors, guys. Hero Forge. What do we need to say? Hero Forge. Look at all these cool things. What are you doing? Go to Hero Forge. HeroForge.com. I feel like I'm the slap chop guy for Hero Forge. Okay, so you want a 3D mini. Bam! Right here. You got your 3D minis, okay? You want to print them out yourself? Bam! Hero Forge has got 3D minis you can print yourself. Bam! You want color prints? You can have them color printed, shipped to your house. You like painting? Bam! You can get premium plastics so you can paint them yourself. But that's not all. Okay, you watching me, camera guy? Now, for a limited time only, if you use the code LOOTDROP over on Hero Forge, you get the Black Friday sale. That means 5% off of all Hero Forge minis. Bam! Yeah, I don't know. That's.
Well, I'm sold. I'm going right there.
There you go. That's a ShamWow impersonator. All right. And then, of course, we have our friends over at Sirenscape for the wonderful sound effects you'll hear throughout the course of the game, as well as the music and all the cool things. If you want your games to sound as awesome as mine, consider getting a Sirenscape membership, because it has definitely been making me look cool.
I want a Sirenscape of Michael now just going BAM!
Bam! And that's it. That's what they just need to. Someone's, we can call them up and just make a request. All right. Then we have the Fantasy Grounds, which is our VTT of choice. If you use the affiliate code that we've got in the link there, you can come do some stuff. Cool things. All right. I'm remembering a comment last week. Everyone's limited to 1 nat 23 hero points. Yes, Schoolie, that is the limits for everyone, which means Dante and Agnes can have only 1 more hero point. Holly can have 2 more hero points and a nat 20, and the rest are empty. So there you go. Now, lastly, To go on to that, we have, of course, a number of ways you can interact with the game. I'm not going to go into them, but you can read them there. If you have any questions about them, let me know. Hero points are good for the players. Jinx points are bad. Plot twists are plot twists. Nat 20s are nat 20s. Boosting and buffing the bosses. Boosting and buffing the buffers. Is basically a good way to turn any fight into an epic battle. And the secret menu item for today, for this limited time, only, is going to be a necrotic gem, a blackened pearl that allows the command of the non-intelligent undead. This item can be provided to either the boss or the players for anyone who donates into the secret menu item, which is the $100 donation. And it is a permanent item. It will, of course, might turn the tide of battle, because there's an awful lot of corpses that are there. Just throwing that one out there. All right. I think that's it. Without any further ado, let us delve back. We return to the dark alleyway, with shadows that loom overhead, covering the stench of the dozens of corpses that are here, and the sight of the grisly carnage that now ensues, with Elvie, Dante, Holly, and Agnes having done glorious battle against the various creatures that are down here. The vampires who have been lurking in shadows and operating here, preying on the victims of the blood veil. Thanks to the swift actions of their new comrade, Elvie has managed to stay the ambush that threatened their lives. But a new threat has just emerged. A Nosferatu, a creature older than most vampires, has now emerged. The hunter has become the hunted. Knowing that Elvie and her master have been tracking down and slaying those in the service to Ramoska Arkminos, the vampire noble, this individual has been, let's just say, hired to make sure that Elvie and their master bother no one again. It is here that we pick up as you watch this this figure. He was in the building, so you can kind of see him out the window. Tall, gaunt, balding head with what look to be two sharp buck teeth on the front. As he looks out at Elvie, who has just picked up the bag and has opened it to reveal the severed head of her master, snapping with its jaws turned into a ghoul. And that is where we begin. All right.
We can't see the map, by the way.
There we go. The scene, ladies and gentlemen, is yours.
Okay. Elvie had previously looked in the bag, dropped it in shock, and is... Can I see him from where I am, the Nosferatu?
Yes. We're not in battle yet. We're in cinematic time. But,
I only see myself, by the way.
Oh, really? I will see if I can remedy that.
Same.
As far as Padrig and Quingo, like we're just
Back at the shop, we look at each other. I wonder
where did
how the
everyone
others are
go?
doing.
Well, you trust the process. Trust the process. We'll get there.
Holly's gonna start pulling poisons out of her Penny's saddlebags and start coating up her daggers and her crossbow bolts with poisons.
This is cinematic combat, not let's stock up for battle.
That's okay. Let me just kill it. Can we just shoot the head? I feel like I feel like that shouldn't be around. Can we just shoot the head? Elvie, shoot the head.
Elvie's just gonna. She's wide-eyed looking at this. The head, Bora's head, and is just going to scream. In mourning, because she's very upset right now that the woman who saved her life is now head is now there, and it's now undead, which is the worst insult you could do to a cleric of Pharasma. So she's going to pick up the bag again and just try and, I don't know, she's just desperate. Just
next thing you know, Agnes is behind you with her hands on your shoulder. And she's just like, it's all right, dearie. You can give the bag to me if you want.
I was kind of expecting us to jump straight into in the combat in here, because that's kind of what she was thinking of doing. So what else?
No, well, you can. This is just giving it. See, it's just more about giving an opportunity if you wanted to take it. But if there's anything else you'd like to say or do, otherwise we can jump straight in.
Dante would actually whistle loudly to get Corvin's attention, and then try and get him to call for, or to go find Patrick or Quinn to get them over to here.
All right. He will fly into the air, but by this stage, they do not have to travel far, as the Corvid makes their way to the same streets, not too far away from where everyone is. You, Quinn, and Patrick have arrived at the toy shop, having received a message while at the apothecary that the others had gone in search of something dangerous with a person known as Elvie. You've left the two guards to the shop for the day. Obviously, there's no potion making, but they can definitely still sell stuff. They're decent at that. And you have begun to make your way and found yourself here. However, the toy shop has the sign closed on it, which is very bizarre. It's the middle of the day, and they said they're here. So your suspicions are already mounting. What are the two of you discussing as we cut to your scene?
How bizarre. I wonder what drew them to a toy shop. I rattled the knob. I assume it's locked.
It is locked, yes.
I mean, toys are always good, right?
Yeah, right?
Let's investigate the perimeter.
Yeah, we'll see if we can get in.
Yeah, you start by peering into the toy shop itself, seeing a series of very macabre looking toys and the like. They like there are some like really twisted like toys in this shop, like something like almost like out of a really creepy body horror kind of movie. As you kind of get your gaze at it, Patrick, you can see that there's this one little kind of porcelain doll that doesn't look to be different. But as you kind of stare at it, you notice that one of its eyes, an eye appears in the center of its forehead and sort of seems to move to look at you. In that instant, you hear the sound of a crow as Corvid, Dante's bird, flies down and starts flapping in Patrick's face.
Oh my God, it's Corvid.
Yeah, yep, yes it is. Hey, where do you want us to go?
He immediately flies around the corner nearby, and at that moment is where you hear the sound of Elvie's scream coming in.
All right, let's follow the bird and the screaming.
All right, I'm going to push you guys to here as we will fly into initiative.
Just before that, Elvie in her desperation is going to cast heal on the head, which she, in a state doesn't kind of forgets that it actually damages the undead.
Yeah,
But,
it does.
Yeah, but she's dead anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
I mean, fair. But yes, this will actually destroy the head.
Mm-hmm.
But most importantly, as it does so, the head will turn into ash as you cast it. This was because this was a ghoul, not a vampire, so it will not come back.
Okay, well, the head's still in the bag, so hopefully the bag contains the ashes.
It does.
Yeah.
Do you have anything any last words you wanna say? Is like, because Pharasma's also got a funeral, so you didn't have to. Just if you had anything.
She would probably just look up to where the bag was thrown and just scream a war cry at it at the window. And whoever's in there, probably was he in there? Did we see him? The Nosferatu? I forget.
You do see him.
Yeah, I just scream a war cry at him.
All right. As that happens, we now fly into it. Initiatives. Boom! There it is. Alright. The
Spicy
goes first. Alright.
How do we roll initiative again?
It's rolled automatically.
You've done it? Alright, cool.
Alright. Let's see. You watch as, without moving their feet, they fade into the back and seem to disappear into the dark of the storeroom. That is all you see happening. Alright. Next up is Twin. You can see the others at the end of the corridor. You can see their focus is on something in a building nearby. And you can also see a series of corpses lying on the floor, all with blood veil.
I'll draw a Stormblade and advance my movement to, like, here, I guess. And just, hey everybody, what's up?
Wow.
Also, Dag, your ambient music, little hard to hear you over there.
Okay, no worries. How's that?
Perfect. Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you for letting me know, because I can't hear what you guys hear. Okay. Yeah, does anyone respond?
Elby's too angry. She's just, yeah.
Oh, vampires, dear.
I look at Elvie suspiciously.
Well, not her.
This crazy screaming woman, that's all she is to you right now.
Indeed. So, one action to draw your weapon, second action to move up. What's your last action?
I'm looking around for the threat. Everybody seems poised.
Their attention seems to be on a window nearby.
All right. If I look at the window, do I see anything?
You do not.
All right. I'll wait. That's it. That's
Very
my
well.
action.
Okay. If you're gonna wait, I would always recommend a defensive stance, just getting ready for someone to attack, just in case.
Yep. I assume a defensive stance.
Very well. Dante, you're up.
By the way, I need that 5-foot AoE since Reaper's Lantern is still active.
Yes. How long does it last, by the way?
A minute.
Okay. Let me just bear with me for a second. Okay. So you've got 5 minutes remaining. Okay. You. So it only lasts a minute. You have 4 rounds remaining of that spell.
Okay.
Just between, because I mean, if it lasts a minute between your combat and when it wasn't combat, you've got 4 rounds left. But yeah, no worries. I will add that. There you go.
The only entrance we have. And that was 15, so we'll move inside.
Alright, stop there. Alright, as you move inside. Oh, ignore that. There we go. Don't get excited. Okay, there we go. Ah, weird. What is your AC?
My AC is 22.
22. Why am I... Oh, it's doing that thing again where it's not adding my stuff.
Oh, it's all adding to plus 17.
Yeah, that's fine. So with 22 plus 17 is 26. Yeah, there we go. I don't know why that's not working. Okay, I'm gonna have to roll real dice because I think I broke I broke my encounter, but that's fine. But
Oof.
what you basically see at this point is Dante suddenly and very abruptly get lifted off the ground. You see these 2 long, spindly nails reach down and grab underneath his chin. And Dante, you are on the ceiling. You see this creature, this Nosferatu, on the ceiling walking as it pulls you in close for an embrace. And he's kind of got one hand kind of trying to muzzle your mouth and the other hand dug into your rib cage. As you will take 16 points of slashing damage.
Okie dokie.
And you are also grappled. All right. Now that was what, your movement?
That was indeed just the movement.
All right, you've got 2 more actions.
I'm actually going to use... Well, I can't actually see him on the map.
Oh yes. All right, there you go.
There we go. Now I can affect
maybe
him.
that's why that wasn't working.
Might have been. Try it. Just try it again. See what happens.
Yeah. Oh no, it's because you've got the aura next to you. That's why. Okay. Yep. Never mind. Carry on.
Oh. It rolls on the aura. Interesting. Well, I'm going to use for a double action. Actually, let's see. You know what? I'm gonna try to get out of the grapple.
All right, let's make an athletics check. That is a critical failure.
I'm gonna use a hero point since I have them.
All right, use your hero point. Big thank you and shout out to Schooly Eye for that hero point.
Indeed.
All right, that is a 17. What is your? Is that your full athletics?
Yeah, I don't have any strength. I'm more acrobatics than strength.
You go nowhere. In fact, it is my unfortunate pleasure. It is my unfortunate role to tell you that short of a natural 20, you cannot escape him.
Well, you know what? I'll use my nat 20 then.
You're gonna use your nat 20? I have no dramas with that.
What a better way to use it than to be like, yeah, no.
All right. Your nat 20 goes because as he grabs you, and seems to have his claws dug into you, you manage to snap a beam which diverts his attention for a moment. You then flick your head back to like hit him in the jaw as he drops you. You will take a little bit of damage from falling, but not a great deal. You take 4 damage and are prone.
I'll use my last action to stand, so I'm not prone.
All right. Unfortunately for you, he has attacks of opportunity. And he is. You know what? I'm gonna. Oh no, because this game doesn't have them. Okay, fine, whatever. All right, he's gonna try and grab. He's gonna try and claw you again. I was gonna say I'd give you an insight bonus because hey, you'd figure out that you'd get attacked again. But the thing is that in Pathfinder 2nd Edition, not everyone has attacks of opportunity, so people aren't as prepared.
No, they don't.
But he does. He does. All right. So you said 21 is your AC.
22.
22. Okay, so you got 24. And then that is a D8. That is 10 points of additional damage, slashing. And he seems to grab at you again. All right. Quick moment to welcome our friends. Tavern of the Worlds, welcome in, guys. Thank you so much for the raid. So many new faces. Welcome. If you don't know who I am, my name is Michael. I'm Desert Gamer. This is my place. This is my face. We're playing Pathfinder 2nd Edition, Curse of the Crimson Throne, a conversion of a 1st Edition game. Our group is in a side quest, currently trying to stop a Nosferatu who has snuck into town to assassinate our vampire hunter player, Elvi. We haven't really done much. Dante has entered the place where this Nosferatu has been hiding and is currently being grappled in the rafters by this beastie. Things are looking a little grim. But yes, Dante, you have been grappled. It is got you again. But
is he doing this within at range, or is he doing this within melee distance?
Melee distance.
Then I need to make him do a save.
Oh yeah, he can do a save. Go on, make him do a save. We love saves. Also, to any of our new watchers, if you have any questions about the cast, about the characters, or about me, feel free to ask them. We are very active in chat. All right. Also, there's tons of ways for you to interact with the game. We have !GM for all the donation stuff and channel points. All right. So he is enfeebled 1. Very well. That won't change things, but it'll make it easier for you to break free. But you still need a natural 20.
I figured as much.
All right.
Or someone to break it from me.
All right. We now go to our vampire huntress. Elvi, what do you do?
Elvi can see Dante through the door. Probably just saw everything that just happened. So she's gonna put the bag. No, I can see Dante through the sliver through the door.
You can. You can, Miss B, but Elvi cannot. Because he has been lifted. He is now on the ceiling. But I will say this. The first time he disappeared, you didn't know where he went. But then he fell from the ceiling and then got lifted again. So now you know that something is tearing him apart on the ceiling.
All right. I'm holding a bag of ashes. To stow that, is that an action?
I'm going to say it's free. You're just putting that away.
All right. While I'm in my bag, I'm going to pull out holy water. I'm then going to move into the building, and then use the holy water to cast. Which one was it? Sanctified ground. All
right. What's the duration on sanctified ground?
Is this a minute? Casting is minute.
A minute.
I didn't see that. Well, that's not. Yeah, I didn't see that. That's my bad.
That's okay. You can throw the holy water at him.
We'll do that then.
All right. Make your ranged attack. With holy water in hand, you see the vampire clinging to the ceiling. It's so unnatural. Like, it doesn't even look like he's grabbing onto anything. It looks like he's about to bite Dante as you hurl the vial of holy water at him.
How do I make a ranged attack?
All right. So on the main page of on your combat page, actually, on your combat tab, you should have range.
Yep.
Drag that and then drop it on the Nosferatu.
This is 120. Hang on, I'm confused now.
Maybe just double click it. That's fine. Did that work?
No, I might be clicking on the wrong thing.
It's the number right next to where it says range on your combat.
Yeah, it says 120, but
it shouldn't say 120. It should say
that might be because of my crossbow. That might be what I'm looking at, but I'm so confused about where I'm actually looking.
No, that's okay.
This is only the second time I played Pathfinder, guys.
No,
sorry, I'm bad at this.
No, 120 is your range on your crossbow.
Yeah, right.
You're wanting the combat
That's
tab.
Yeah, no. So if you look on the side of your character sheet,
yes,
there's main, combat, skill thing. So go to combat.
Right.
And then on the left-hand side...
The tabs don't have anything written on them for me, so I'm confused.
Oh, do they not? Oh, okay. So it's second tab.
Yeah, second tab. Okay. I was just in where the spells were. Ranged. There we go. So, +2. So, no. It's not letting me... Oh, God, what have I done?
Oh, that's okay. Just drag and drop your D20, and it's a +2 for your character.
Okay.
Yeah, Fantasy Ground just went through an update, so there may be some things here and there that are a little different.
16 + 2 is an 18.
That's 18, so his AC is 24. But that will do splash damage of 1.
Okay.
As you throw the vial into the air, it breaks and splashes the area with holy water. It sizzles as it contacts his pallid skin.
Right, so that's 2 actions I've done?
Yes.
Right, and then he's not within range of me, is he? For a melee attack. Because he's on the roof.
He is not in range of melee.
Right, could I just put...
Yep.
Sorry, can I pull out my crossbow and shoot him with that? Is that an action to do that, or...?
It would take an action to draw your crossbow out, yes.
Right. I'm just going to raise my
shield. And if I remember correctly, didn't you drop your crossbow bolt outside?
Probably, I can't remember.
That's okay. I'll say that for that one action, you picked up your crossbow bolt on the way in.
Alright. In that case, I'm just going to have to say my shield's up and I'm going to take a defensive stance.
That'll be that'll be another action. So you've moved in, you've thrown the vial, and then you picked up your crossbow.
Yep, that'll be my end. That's And I might actually, I'll just try and stand over. No, he's not. He's grappling.
In the air.
He's in the air, right? Okay. I was like, I can protect him. No, I can't. Okay, that's fine.
You're good. All right, Holly, you're up.
Okay, so I saw everybody go into that room, right?
Mm-hmm.
I am going to follow, because that's what I do.
All right.
Can I see the vampire?
You can now.
Okay, I can see the vampire. Second action, I am going to... can I load and pull out my crossbow at the same time?
You pull out your crossbow, then load it.
And that one action?
No. Unfortunately not.
Okay. Sad times.
Just throw a dagger at him.
The other question I have is healing spells. Would healing spells damage a vampire?
Make a religion check.
Okay.
Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? You don't.
No idea. Okay, I'm gonna load one of my special crossbow bolts.
All right. So you've moved in, pulled out your crossbow and loaded it. Done.
Mm-hmm. And that'd be it.
All right, Padrig.
Well, I don't want to miss out on all the fun. Everyone seems to have gone into this room, disappeared. So I'm going to head as far as I can go. So I got 25 feet of movement. It gets me to, I guess, here.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
As I'm going, I'm going to load, because I heard vampires. Like, vampires. Again, didn't we just deal with these? But remembering that I have silver bullets and those vampires don't like, I'm going to load a silver bullet as I go in. And I guess I'll use the rest of my third action to actually get into that room if I can.
You'll be cramped up where LV is if you decide to enter here. If I can make a recommendation, if you actually...
Can I get to where I can see?
I was going to say, better than seeing, I would recommend going here for this round, because you won't be able to shoot anyway. But you keep the area open, you won't block your melee fighters, and in your next turn, you can simply lean over and look through the window.
Works for me.
Yeah, because you're ranged. You don't have to be in that room to make your shots.
Yeah, I don't want to be in that room, actually.
Oh, there you go. All right. Next up, we have Agnes. All right. What do you do?
Are these wooden barrels here that the vampire was hiding behind the other day? Like last time?
Yes, they are.
They're wooden barrels. Agnes is going to smash them up into, well, just sharp wooden things. Improvise stakes, really, if she can.
I mean, yeah, sure, I'm happy for that.
Okay. Just gonna smash them up and just try and create as many, as many sharp pointy objects as she can that she can then pick up and fling with her mind later.
All right, very well. All right. So, so to clarify, you've destroyed some of the barrels, you've made some makeshift wooden stakes, and you're arming yourself with them, with the idea that you're going to ideally launch these at this vampire.
Yeah, she'll probably pick up a couple of them, but I think she'll also leave some scattered around. She wants, like, lying debris that she can use as ammunition, if you know what I mean, later.
Arc health and safety is going to be on you. Awful. Unsafe work conditions.
Those guards will be coming around here soon. They won't care about the vampire, but the mess. The god.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's it. All right. Which brings us back to the top of the round. I don't think I missed anyone, did I? No, I didn't. Okay. The vampire. So the vampire has Dante, and looks to Elvie. And draws your eye and uses Dominate. Elvie, make a will save, please. DC is 22.
That's rude. I have to remember how to use the tabs.
It's the first tab. The top.
That's fine. There we go.
That is a 21, which is not enough to resist the domination. And you don't have any hero points.
No, I don't.
All right. Well, you are dominated. Rykon has a divine intervention going off, so you do get a reroll.
Okay.
Yep.
Fuck's sake! It's the same roll.
No bueno. All right. You are dominated. Which functions entirely as the spell, and you are given one simple instruction. Wait, what was his voice? Yes, no, I am the vampire. This is it. Skulia is redeeming intervention, so you may roll one more time.
If this rolls another 7, I'm calling bullshit.
I'm definitely going to put cooldown on this ability.
Oh my god.
But I'm going to also use Ying's Point and make you reroll again.
Oh my god.
A 25.
I mean, it's better than the first two.
It's precisely what you needed to stop.
Oh my god.
Very well. All right.
Very conflicted there for a second.
Yeah, he does try to command you, but you manage to resist it. You, it seems to take you over for a fleeting moment, but then you remember your master, and then you kind of feel this almost incorporeal hand sort of shaking you from behind. You're kind of remembering a time when you were in your training and you were meditating by like the ocean, and you were falling asleep, and then your master kind of shook you awake and told you that you have to be paying attention. Because you were practicing and learning how to resist a vampire's willpower.
Noise.
But he's going to then use that opportunity to bite Dante. That is a critical success.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, not that he wanted to, but it looks as though you... Let me just check how this works. I have to grapple you, that's fine. Paralyze and restrain. The vampire sinks its fangs into you and drinks your blood. It beats your AC and does that. It drinks and heals you for 10. Alright, so I'm just going to double the effect. So, it heals 20 hit points. Does drain you 2. You have the condition drained 2, as it has drained you of your vital fluids. Now, the way that draining works, let's have a quick look at Dag's cards, because Dag bought them, and they are helpful. I should really organize them, though. I have not, which is on my bad.
Organize them per encounter.
Or just in, like alphabetical order or something, so I can find these easier rather than just flipping through a deck of cards. Blinded, sickened, unconscious, quickened, paralyzed, fascinated, flat-footed, feebled, enfeebled, quickened, broken, dying, restrained, stunned, sickened, dying, wounded, petrified. Come on, where is it? Drained, here we go. Alright, you take a status penalty equal to yada yada yada. You also lose hit points equal to your level times the value drained. And your max hit points are also down. I wonder if that's actually applied that already.
I don't think so, because my HP hasn't moved.
Okay, so your HP currently, because your current level is... your current level is 6, so that's negative 12. I'm going to convert that into an extra 12 points of damage to you. As that is what you've taken as he has drained you.
Ow.
Ow.
Alright, and that is his 3 turns, because dominating takes 2 actions and the bite takes 1. Quinn, you're up.
With apologies, may I have the map again?
There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm still hanging out here in the alley.
Mm-hmm. With a blade made of lightning.
All right. So having seen Dante at a minimum get snatched,
Yes.
and everybody else moving towards this room, I'm going to make my way over. I guess I can get to here.
Mm-hmm. You can double move to get in the room.
I'll go ahead and double move then to get in the room.
All right.
Moving past everyone here.
Actually,
And
Dante and the Nosferatu are on the ceiling in the same spot.
So it doesn't. Okay, so I could be here then. It's not a problem.
You could be, if I put you there, I'll presume you're underneath Dante.
Okay.
If that's where you want to be.
Yeah. Does he have any, like, are his legs dangling down or anything?
So he's being held almost like if you've seen those Bram Stoker or the Interview with the Vampire where they're on the ceiling and they're just like kind of holding almost like an embrace. Like
so there's nothing on Dante that I can snag and pull on to try and
maybe?
With apologies, Dante. I'm gonna reach up and grab on his tail and see if I can like loosen a limb and get a better grip.
All right, that'll be a opposed athletics check.
All right.
The target to beat is 27.
Oh, great. Dante, you're done for, man.
You grab hold of the tail and you tug, and it is like pulling against iron. Oh,
All right.
we are adding a plot twist to that. Thank you so much, Schoolia. Let's see
Oh
what happens.
no!
We'll come back to the plot twist in a second, but Quinn, finish off your turn if you will.
Well, I mean, that's
yeah, double
that
move
double
in the-
move to get
yeah.
in, and I pulled the tail.
All right. Well, Dante, you are up, my friend. I say friend, and then I eat your character.
I could either heal or it could transform into a small animal.
Well, here's the question: do either of those require verbal components?
So he's muzzling you.
He is muzzling you for the very
Yes.
intention that he saw you spellcasting and does not wish for you to do so.
The heal technically has a range of touch. The wild morph. Let's see. Oh, not wild morph. I want wild shape. Does have purple, so I would only be able to heal.
All right,
And,
Schoolie Eye. Your plot twists that you get to choose from. You get to pick one of these, and this will happen immediately. Is Revelation, the Black Mark, or Greed? Take your pick. Those are yours, and then they'll get in play.
Yeah, Dante's gonna heal himself with a third level spell.
Does it require a verbal component?
Nope, just somatic. If I'm using the tier 1 version.
Very well. Make your heal as you use your tier 1. The Black Mark. Well. All right, that is 5 points of healing. That is a very unfortunate roll for 3d8.
Yep. Well. Only other thing I can do now is attempt. Nope, that requires a verbal. Jesus, I have too many verbal component.
Just remember, crying is a free action.
Yep, and you can always try to break free, which will, of course, get a. I mean, you still need a nat 20, but you could still try. Thing is that there's no harm in trying against the odds.
No, you're not wrong.
All right,
Why not?
Quinn,
I
you
will
also have
attempt.
gained a hero point from Seaguard89.
Nope.
Okay, unfortunately, no. So you're straining and struggling.
Definitely not.
No.
You fall deeper into the grip.
I'm actually gonna use a hero point on that one.
Sure.
So it's not as bad.
Good. Let's see if you can avoid the crit.
Oh, so close.
So close. But yes, you are still grappled, but yeah, you're basically been caught. You're trying to pull away. But unfortunately it does not get you free. Elvie, you're up next.
Elvie's going to do what she should have done last turn, but I totally forgot about it, and that's cast Spiritual Weapon.
Ooh, very nice. Because his arms are busy, he does not get the attack of opportunity here. He will indeed, however, also be. I'm also going to give him the effect of being flat-footed because he can't exactly dodge very well while he's grappling someone. So you're going to get a bonus from that as well.
Yeah, he's kind of keeping himself against a wall.
Yeah, exactly. All right,
not
Elvie.
wall, but ceiling.
Yeah, make your attack with your spiritual weapon. What does it look like, by the way? Describe your weapon as it manifests.
It's gonna take the shape of Bora's axe that she had.
Aww.
It's just because she's very angry right now. So.
All right, and what color is it?
It's silver. We'll say, I don't know. I didn't think that fast. Alright, I haven't cast a spell yet. How do I do that? So I've got the spell page up. Do I just click? Ah, there we go. I think I've got it. Did that work?
Yes, that works perfectly.
Awesome.
That will hit as the
Nice.
axe manifests and strikes the Nosferatu.
And I do that from memory. 7 damage.
How do I group this? I cannot. Okay. Oops. All right. All right, there. I got it. Figured it out in the end.
Right. Can I cast two?
Oh, sorry.
sorry,
The vampire
continue.
can take 7 points of damage. That is 2 actions to cast. You have 1 more action remaining.
Okay. I'm gonna move further into the room to get out of everybody else's way, so more people can come in.
Yeah, not a worry. Okay, as LV unleashes Bora's axe upon the vampire, Holly, we move to you.
Okay, so the vampire is on the ceiling. Holly wants to get into a location that's as far away from the vampire as possible right now. So is the vampire where Quinn is, or where the vampire is?
The vampire's where, Quinn and Dante are. So, actually,
Okay.
ironically, on my map over here would probably be one of the furthest places.
Okay, that's what I want to double check. Okay, so that is where Holly is going to move. And Holly is going to shoot the vampire with the fancy crossbow bolt. And let's see what happens. Hopefully something good.
That'll hit.
That'll hit.
The crossbow bolt finds purchase in the vampire, but you have landed a glancing blow, and there is rules that I've invented for this particular situation for a glancing blow.
Okay.
And that is, I need you to roll me a percentage.
A percentage?
Mhm.
Okay.
Goodbye, Cruel World.
I was gonna say, poor Dante.
It is indeed. And the only time it'll actually hit Dante is on a... Okay, so it won't hit Dante. You will continue your attack.
To be fine, it would be fine if it hit Dante too, so.
That's fine. All right, so make
Either
your
way, it
attack.
would be fine.
Also,
Okay.
a big shout out and welcome in to our friend Darling Creepshow. Thank you so much. I
Hello.
appreciate that you stopped by. I hope you enjoyed the show. And also, I saw Darling Creepshow over on the Gen Con TV channel running a badass game as well. So, you know, I'll take your love lurk and I will return it tenfold. Yeah. All right. Okay. That is roll your damage.
Okay, so how do we do damage on this? Because this is the Cure Light Wounds crossbow bolt.
Okay, so this will be the regular damage on your crossbow plus a d8.
Plus a d8. Okay, cool. So then I'm going to roll the d8 separate?
Yes, just roll the d8 in chat, and then I'll get that through. So this crossbow bolt you made with that potion of healing, as you swing that silver bolt up to shoot the Nosferatu on the ceiling that has Dante in its death grip, and bam! That is a significant amount of damage. That is 15 points of damage to the vampire as it strikes it in the shoulder. You hear him hiss in a kind of almost like a guttural kind of way. That's been the first substantial hit he has taken.
Great. I'm gonna do that again. I don't have a lot of these, but I'm gonna do that again. I like that hit. That's a good hit. I wish it was a crit.
That is a good hit. A solid hit indeed. As the second bolt goes in and manages to land, deal your damage.
Okay.
Hold on. I'm going to take away the sneak attack damage because that is... Actually, the sneak attack damage shouldn't be applying. Why is it applying? Oh, no, he's flat-footed. No, it's right. It does apply. That's very true. All right.
I forgot the extra D8 from the Cure Light Wounds on the first one.
Yep, go ahead.
That one. And then another one for this one.
All right.
Damn, Barry.
All right.
I'm so happy I used the fancy crossbow bolts I just remembered I had.
Nice. All right. The vampire is not doing overly great. As we then go to Padrig.
All right. I want to move to a position where I can actually see what's going on and line a shot up. So.
All right. That will make you move to here. Easy done.
All right.
And as I said before, I'm not going to take your action because I did say that standing there allow you to lean in, and you are leaning in.
Yep. All right. So. The quick scan, I'm going to see vampire on the ceiling sucking the blood of our friend Dante, and I have a natural 20. I'm not going to screw around. I'm just going to use that.
Nice.
So,
yeah, take the shot.
As I've got a silver bullet line loaded up. And I'm going to actually take this, because I'm level 6 now, as a fulminating shot. So I'm going to raise my gun two-handed, line them up in the crosshairs, and just whisper, "Burn," to the gun. And you're going to see the barrel kind of ignites with flames. And I take my shot. And use my nat 20.
Hell
all right,
yeah.
Roll your damage. Hold down your left shift as you drop your damage on this creature. Let's see what happens here.
All right, and then the fulminating shot's going to be an additional 1d6 of fire damage. So hold down shift for my damage on that guy. And then...
All right.
2d6 fire damage. Do I just drop those on him as well? Or?
You won't need to. The creature explodes into ash and dust.
Oh yeah.
And as it does so, Dante, you fall to the ground. Once again, taking...
More fall damage.
6 damage.
Oh, someone catch him.
Make a reflex save, Quinn, if you want.
Okay, I'll try. Hang on. It's okay, Dante. I gotcha.
Yeah, that'll work. Okay, you take half damage.
Do I?
All right. So you fall. You are no longer grabbed.
Ow.
This is destroyed.
I'd love to see what that one would have looked like on that. Just Quinn just holding their hand out and then Dante.
I gotcha.
All right. Now, Dante, you are grateful to be out of their grasp of this vampire, but I need you to add something to your character sheet.
Uh-oh.
I need you to activate the vampire curse that your character now has from the plot twist.
No.
Black Mark. And we're not quite done yet. Padrig, I need you to make me a religion check.
All right, religion check. Okay. Skills, religion. Padron's an atheist. Yeah,
You do have some hero points.
That. I will re-roll the natural one for my religion check.
All right, you may do so.
I've been to church for a while, guys. All right, 17. That's better.
All right, fair enough.
Couldn't use occultism on that because he's a vampire, could I?
No, this would definitely be more of a. Actually, you know what? Yeah, sure. Go with occultism. You can.
Okay.
I'll allow it.
27.
All right, with a 27, you know that vampires only truly die when they've been staked through the heart or have had their head cut off and then buried in a pile of grave dirt. When you landed that last shot, it transformed into mist, which means that the methods of killing it aren't applicable at the moment.
Okay.
Translation: it's not dead.
I will convey that. I don't think I actually killed it, guys. I think I just made it go into smoke.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, they're never dead. We've done this before. They're never dead. And Holly's already looking around for a piece of wood.
That is horrifying.
All right.
What?
Just a tad.
The smoke begins to roil and take on a new form. Almost a skeletal figure emerges from within the cloud. It stands and hisses in your direction. All right. We got hero point for each player. Very well.
Ooh.
So that is a hero point for Dante. A hero point.
Elby has a hero point now. Yay.
Thank you, McClover.
A hero point for Padrig.
All right, so is it doing this? Is it still my turn as it does this?
Yes, it is still your turn. I'm gonna say that the religion check is gonna take an action from you.
All right. I
LZ with a hero
will.
point, and Agnes with a hero point. There we go. All right, everyone has a hero point, courtesy of McClover.
I will use my last action to throw up shield on myself then.
All right. The shield. What does your shield look like?
So my shield is magical shield. It's just kind of like a shimmering light that kind of envelops me. Kind of shifting little rainbow sheen if you catch it in the right light.
All right.
And that gives me a +1 to my AC.
Very nice. As this happens,
I am older than all of you. I have seen kingdoms raised and burned in the time you have lived your fleeting lives. I have sucked on the life of countless. You will not stop me just because my body is ash.
all right.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not okay, Dak.
All right.
Nope, don't like that.
Yep.
Okay, that brings us to Agnes.
Okay, so now that Agnes is kind of armed with a few stakes and has made a bit of a mess of the alley, she's going to come down until she can just kind of like see through the window to see what's going on. Like what she can see from the she doesn't want to go in, she just wants to kind of assess what's going on in there before she just rushes in like everybody else is.
Yeah, no, you could see Vampire Mist. You could see everyone kind of in their various places, and you can see a spiritual weapon floating in the air.
Is Dante on the deck now, or is
He's on the
being-
floor, yeah. It can't hold him in this form.
Okay, so that was 5, 10. I was just gonna rush over and attempt to heal Dante. He's gonna rush straight over. She might notice the smoking pile of red mist in the corner, but she's probably just focused on Dante really as she rushes over. Oh dearie! And grasps a hold of the side of his head, and you just feel like a warm brush across your mind as she casts soothe.
Aww. So soothe.
It also bolsters your mind, so you get a +2 against saves or against mental damage, just in case he tries to use mind tricks on you as well.
Ooh, very nice. All right, so Agnes comes up and
Dante,
begins to
there's
psychically
Dante.
soothe Dante. You feel a little bit better. You feel comforted. You feel warm.
I kind of harsh, man. Hang on.
What are you trying?
I was trying to get Dante, but he's covered over by tokens, so I'll just need it. But I need to scroll up the
Oh, no, hold
combat
on, let
tracker
me-
to get him.
It's your goddamn.
About to say, use the
There, do that.
There you go.
It's the
Oh,
it's the
just-
point. It's the pointer that's causing problems. It's fine.
All right, yeah, I just did it on the combat tracker anyway.
Okay,
so-
good. It's fine. Okay, cool. You heal 18 hit points, Dante. All right. And with that, we return to the vampire.
I don't know if I can do that as well. Yeah, there you go. And you get, yeah, that worked. Sweet. For a
All right.
minute, you get +2 status on mental effects.
You shall be first. I must reform.
And he is going to go for Padrig.
Hmm.
Because Padrig spoke smack.
and shot him with fire.
That's fair. Yeah.
He smacked him with a
I did
silver
blow him
bullet
up.
at high velocity.
All right, Padrig. That is a 25 to hit.
Damn it.
All right.
It's exactly my AC right now.
Okay, so that is 9 points of damage as these tendrils of smoke, these bright red smoke, leaps in and sort of winds into your eyes, nose, mouth, and ears. As this happens, there's this ripping sensation as you watch blood begin to be pulled by force clean out of your veins. Your eyes are now stained this reddish color as it starts to literally devour you. You watch as some of the muscles start to form around the skeletal smoke. And you also take 1d6 persistent bleeding damage.
Of course I do.
Which will only affect at the start of your next turn. With its
Alright,
second action,
That was fun.
now we're going to have a bit of fun. With its second action, I'm going to burn my nat 20. And he's going to do the same thing to Agnes.
Uh-oh.
No.
Because I know a healer when I see one.
She's the best of us all.
All right. So, with a natural 20, you have 2d6 persistent bleed damage, Agnes. As well as the proud owner of 17 points of damage. But, because this is a critical hit, you watch as just so much of Agnes's blood starts to come in. We need to get you to make a fort save.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunately going to fail. You do have 3 hero points and a nat 20.
Please use
Yeah,
them.
I'll use my hero point.
All right, let's re-roll it again.
Real quick, Dag.
Yes.
Is he still affected technically by enfeeble or not?
He is not. He has no body in which to be in.
Got it. Okay. Just making sure.
All right. Because enfeebles your physical stats, which of course it doesn't have
Yeah.
a physical body. All right. You managed to stave that effect off, but it feels as though it has been like it's draining just a ton of blood, right? Like that's just straight up it. And you've managed to kind of like hold your wits about you as this thing has fed. And you watch as its hands and arms, and you see part of its face now starting to form the musculature of the vampire. The more it ingests this, the more it will get closer to reappearing.
Good. And I can stab it in the heart again.
Delicious. Like mother's milk.
And we will move on to Quinn.
So it's beginning to take on corporeal form, right?
Correct. Also, the only reason, by the way, for those people weirded out by that last phrase, for those of you who are fans of Fern Gully, you'll get what I mean. Right? He looks like him, doesn't he?
A bit.
Yeah.
Like his cousin.
Yeah,
It does, and now I hate you for it. Thanks, dog.
I'm going to attack him with Stormblade, try to pierce him through the heart.
All right, with your lightning blade in hand, you thrust it at the empty cavity that is its heart, or where its heart would be. Oh, that's a critical hit. I don't like that. You can roll it again.
Can I still use my strategic assessment?
I mean, I guess. That'll miss.
All right. Well, I really can't use my strategic assessment, but I get it on a critical hit. But that's all right.
That's true.
Another
But you do
time,
have
perhaps.
your own hero points.
Hey, you have 2 of them.
Well, I'm gonna wait until he has a little more meat on him.
Okay, fair enough. All right, you do have one more action because you moved and attacked.
All right. I'll assume a defensive stance.
Ooh, very nice.
Ready for him.
Nice, beautiful. I love that. Dante, how you feeling, buddy?
Ow.
Yeah.
Dante is gonna do an AoE heal with his 2nd level spell of heal.
All right. As you do so, he gets an attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
I love you, Dante. I'm not trying to mess with you. But
Wait, can I use one of my hero points to make him reroll that?
no. That is 18 points of damage and 2d6 bleed. Which unfortunately will interrupt that very first cast.
Well, that was a
24
3-stage cast,
PCs.
so...
Wow, holy hell. Okay, so everyone is now the proud owner of a natural 20.
Ooh.
The biggest problem with this is that it's a 3 thing cast.
Oh no. Okay, so that will be your whole turn, unfortunately. All right. Oh, I feel like this fight is going to go very differently in a second because everyone has just been loaded with a natural 20.
I don't know about me.
No, maybe not. I mean, no, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Maybe.
I'm like 1 hit away.
Yeah, but you're not gonna. But keeping in mind, because you took an attack of opportunity, you're not gonna take that bleed damage yet. So you do still have some time for healing. Elvie, it is your turn.
Okay. With the spiritual weapon, is that going to take one of my actions to attack with it?
It'll take 1 action to command, and it'll get 2 actions. One of which will be to move towards it, and the second will be an attack.
We'll do that then.
All right, very well. So one of your actions, it moves over, and it can make an attack.
This one. Where is he? There.
All right. I'm a child. Okay. It still needs to make the attack action first.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. If you hit it, you can keep that 10 damage.
Where's the attack action? Is it this one? That's the one. Probably not.
That will unfortunately miss.
Okay.
You could re-roll it.
That's true. I use a hero point to reroll it, if that's
Sure.
all right.
All right, not a problem. Hero point away.
Yeah, I think that was worth it.
All right, yep, and you deal that 10 hit points. Easy
Excellent.
done. All right, you've got two more actions. What do you want to do?
With my heal, it says range varies. What does that mean?
That means depends on
Touch.
how many points you spend. If you spend 1 point, you heal yourself. 2 points, you heal other people. 3 points, you heal everyone in 30 foot.
Well,
Okay.
It's heal range of touch to range to AoE.
Yeah, that one.
Right, okay. I also have a thingy. Where is it? Improved communal healing.
Oh yeah, very nice.
So I can get hit points to a communal healing. Hang on. So does that mean I can give 2 people healing at once if I did that?
Okay, I see what you're trying to do. Okay, so let's go with this way. Let's start with battle medicine. Make a medicine check.
Right.
Actually, you don't need to make a medicine check. What's your medicine score?
It's plus 10, so 14.
14? All right, cool. You have assurance, which means that you can automatically roll a 10, which means that
Right.
you can automatically get a 24, which is automatically enough to land a critical heal. So now roll 4d8. You can pick 2 people up to 4 targets. No, 2 targets. You can pick 2 targets of your choice to receive that healing, which of course you will then automatically receive that healing as well.
I actually have not taken any damage yet.
Okay, so roll 40. So roll 4d8.
How can I just pick up? How do I pick up like 4?
Oh, hold down left click to pick up the dice, and then tap
Yep.
right click to drop them. All right, and then are you ready for this? Because you have improved communal healing, whenever you heal, you can distribute that healing to other people.
All right. Just
So you can distribute an extra 21 points to people.
Correct.
whoever needs them.
Okay, so right now, Patrick has taken 32 damage. Agnes
He can have some.
Agnes has taken 17,
Alright.
and Holly has taken 5, and Quinn has taken 25.
All right. Patrick and Quinn.
Dante's taken 49.
All right.
Oh yeah, and
Dante
Dante's taken
needs
49,
it.
I guess.
So I can give it to 3 people. Was that
All right,
it?
hold
Or
on. So let's start with the first 21. Who do you want 21 to go to?
Dante.
Dante. Okay, cool. Who do you want the second 21 to go to? It has to be not Dante.
Agnes.
Agnes. All right. Agnes is on full health. Cool. Now you have. Hold on, let me just check that real quick. I think that is. Okay. So now you have another 21 that you can distribute in any number of ways.
I'll give that to Patrick.
So Patrick heals 21.
Yep.
Okay. Done. All right. That is all of your
Thank you.
healing done.
Yep. There we go.
That'll
welcome.
take, and that takes 1 action.
One. Oh, there's only 1 action. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, no, we so this
A lot
guy,
of bang for your buck there.
yeah, this guy,
okay.
that's all of these feats. Like literally everything was in medicine, and you didn't even need to roll for it. It's just
It just happens.
yeah.
I'm
But
just
however,
that
you
good guy.
can't do that again for an hour.
No, fair. Okay. Wow. There's not much I can do with just 1 action.
You can shoot it with your crossbow,
Yeah, all right. We'll say I had that out at some point.
and you do have a nat 20.
Absolutely. I saw the fairy use a crossbow. That was very effective. Let's try that.
All right. Using your nat 20, as you drop the damage on the vampire, could you hold down your left shift button at the same time as you drop that damage? As you, after you turn around, basically what happens here is you call upon the blessings of Pharasma, and her energies wrap and ensnare you and your allies and you feel that healing wave of that blessing sort of pass through your bodies. As you aim your crossbow, it flies straight and true. Where's the damage? Let's see it.
Not so bad.
All right, that is 25 points of damage as, boom, you deal a significant amount of damage. That almost brought it to half health in a single hit.
Oh, cuckoo.
Well done. Yeah, this creature is looking at you like, oh yeah, that's right, I'm supposed to have been assassinating you. I need to
Come
step
at me.
away from these guys. All right,
Come at me.
Holly, you're up next.
Okay, so this thing was a vampire and now has turned into a misty vampire.
Yeah,
did
correct.
Did Patrick say what he like? Have I figured out that this thing's gonna just try to turn solid on us again? Am I aware of this? So we're trying to prevent it from turning solid.
You're trying to figure out a way to kill it properly. At this point in time, everyone who wishes to, and I will allow this for free, make a religion check to try and, or an occult check to try and figure out how to kill this thing. While people are doing that, oh, you know what? Never mind. We got an insight bonus. Insight bonus from OG Lava Kitten. All right, here's what you know. The Nosferatu are the oldest of vampires because, unlike their Moroi brethren, it is much harder to kill a Nosferatu than it is to kill them. This is because when they die or when they are slain in any method that isn't specifically staking it through the heart or chopping off its head, it turns into a vampiric mist. This just makes matters worse. Unlike the Moroi, who then transform into the mist, go to their coffins and regenerate, these guys literally just absorb blood until they reform. To beat them, you need to either mix their bodies with fire or silver, because fire will cause them to reform, and silver causes them to, basically just dissipate. Alternatively, sunlight is a very effective way to get rid of this mist. But swords, shields, and blades will basically make things like it won't do overly a lot. This is present when you see the axe that Sylvie had made sort of hit but not do as much damage. However, the silver crossbow bullets, even though it's incorporeal, did a ton of damage just then.
Okay, how much damage does Fireball do again?
It does a lot.
You're talking about the beads of Fireball?
I am absolutely talking about the Fireball. Once, 66. That's a lot. But I mean,
Hey, go ahead. TPK the party.
honestly,
We take care of a vampire to process. Come on now.
Yeah,
There we go.
like,
Go out in
maximum
a blaze of
66 is
glory.
36. I think we can survive that.
it'll be fun.
All right, if look, I'm willing to roll those dice if you are. And here's the thing: PvP always comes to consent. If we have consent globally, that's fine. LV, consent, yay or nay? Fireball.
She's very distraught right now. So long as this thing dies, she doesn't care.
All right, Agnes. Agnes.
Yep. Okay, well, for the sake of the story, we'll go, but Agnes is going to be seriously pissed at the end of this. Just
I feel like she's
warning
already
More
pissed.
fire again.
I feel like she's already pissed. At all right, Dante.
Go for it.
All right, Quinn.
I don't really see this as PvP so much. It's just
It's still one of those like
Collateral damage.
it's a polite thing. That's all.
gonna
We're
be
just
some collateral
we're
damage.
I
observing-
appreciate it,
Yeah.
but since I don't view it as pure PvP, I'm okay with it.
Okay, Patrick.
I mean, as a player, I'm not in favor of, but Patrick is one who lets people make their own decisions, whether they're bad or not.
Okay, I feel like that's a partial consent.
That's a yes.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
yes.
that's-
Okay, good. All right, Holly,
Go
you
for
have
it.
the green light if you wish to launch the fireball.
Holly is going to yell out a warning to everybody to scatter.
Okay.
Obviously,
not gonna
the way
happen.
combat works in the game, that's not really going to be an option. But she is going to yell out the warning to everyone to scatter. and she is going to rip off one of the beads on her necklace. And she's going to hold it in her hand, and it's going to start warming up really fast and turning just a very bright, shiny red. And she's going to throw it right at the mist.
Chaos
All right.
Fairy!
And it's going to explode.
All right.
Yeah.
Agnes is
now-
going to be very familiar with this.
Okay, now,
She's
now,
seen
now
the
this
effects
is a
before.
to whom it may concern moment. Now here's what I'm going to do. Because Holly is an ally, and because of most of the way this is working, I'm going to give you all a +1 bonus. I know it's not much, but I'll give you a +1 bonus from the shout out. Any more, and then I'd be looking at giving the same bonus to the vampire mist. So that's the only reason you're getting a +1.
Yeah, that's
I
fair.
need everyone to make me a reflex save. Do you have the saving throw that you need for the fireball things, or do I need to use the basic ones?
Hang on, wait. I have dice in my.
I think the
pause.
necklace should say what it is.
The necklace will say. I just don't have it pulled up, and I have the dice pulled up. Can I roll the dice and then pull the saving throws?
Tell me what the saving throws are first, because everyone's already rolled them.
I'm gonna use a hero point.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Very nice. Wait, who got the 20?
Patrick.
That-
Patrick got the 20.
That would be
That was me.
Patrick.
Just
Alright.
ducks behind the wall again.
Just yoinks
Wait,
out
hold
the
on,
door.
hold on. So hang on,
Uh,
wait. So Agnes just did the reroll, so let me get rid of one of your hero points real quick.
I
And
could
we
get rid
need to
of
slow.
two.
Sorry, just real quick. We need to slow down a little bit, just because I don't know
Yeah.
what the DC is, so I can't just like.
And you
track.
need to take two of my hero points because I used one earlier as well.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah.
It just says numerous varieties of the necklace of fireball exist. Each has a different basic reflex save DC and includes a combination of spheres.
Okay. So in which case, the more likely answer here is that it will be whatever your current DC.
I think it's DC 21.
Yeah, it'll either be 21 or 22.
I think this is the 20. I think this is the 21 one because it's the cheaper one.
No, as in it'll be relevant to your level, as in like it.
Oh,
it
that's fair.
adjusts. Yeah.
Okay.
But let's find out. Let's find out. Ooh, McClover with a donation. Tell us where you'd like to spend it. All right, here we go. What level are you guys? 6? 22. Yeah. So the DC is 22 for that one. I don't know why it's saying 31 here, but that's fine. I'm ignoring that one. There's no way it's 31. All right. Okay, so with the 22
it does say 20.
DC. So
Yeah.
currently,
It says 21 at the very bottom.
does it? Okay, very well.
Yeah, it says 166, 246, DC 21.
Oh, okay, cool. There you go. Okay, that's it. All right. So Quinn has failed. Agnes has failed. Bear with me.
I got 25 the second time.
I said Brew Woodmer.
Oh.
All right. LV has failed. Dante has succeeded. Patrick has succeeded with a critical effect, meaning you take no damage. And I'm going to say that this is because you're outside and you just kind of just ducked out the way.
Yeah, whoops.
Okay. Agnes, you have dealt with this before. Remembering the warehouse in the city, as the explosion goes off, you duck behind a barrel, so you will succeed. Holly, you know that this is coming because you're doing it. So there is a explosion. Okay. I need you to roll the damage into the chat box, and let's see what happens. All right. That is 24 damage. So, Quinn, having failed, you take... sorry, does anyone else want to use any hero points? This is the last call for him. So
I think I was just given one, but it hasn't been put up yet.
Okay,
Clover
yep,
gave me one.
I'll put that up in a second. Bear with me. Sorry. Like I said, this is what I'm trying to keep up with.
That's
Boom,
fine.
there it is. Okay. So, Quinn, do you want to use a hero point? Yay or nay?
Nah.
All right, so 24 damage. Puts you on 49 damage.
Oh.
All right, Dante. You have... sorry, Agnes is next. Agnes is saved, so 24 to 12 points of damage. LV, you have failed currently. Do you want to reroll?
I would like to use my hero point to roll, yes.
All right, let's hit that reroll.
Ooh, that's better.
That is a save. You only take 12 points of fire damage. All right, we then go to Who's next? Dante. Dante, you have succeeded. That is 12 points of damage to Dante. We then go to Patrick, who takes no damage. Agnes is already taking 12. Holly, you have taken 12 as well. I don't think anyone took full damage except for Quinn. So there you go. All right.
I warned you guys.
And then
fine.
the vampire guy needs to do a save.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, Agnes. I warned you.
All right.
But it's
Vampire.
a vampire.
Gets a 22. He takes
Oh.
half damage.
Ah.
All
So
right.
close.
It's okay. That was my first action.
Yes. But that being said, the explosion goes off, and as it does so, this whole area begins to rock out. The windows rattle and explode outwards onto the street, and this vampire is actually vulnerable, so it actually does take the full lot of damage, not half.
Ooh.
But it doesn't take double damage because you know what I mean. Like, yeah.
Mhm.
He took double damage, but didn't.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm. Mhm.
All right. He is very unhappy at this turn of event.
I'm okay with that.
Okay. Well, yep. Coughing and smoking and spluttering in the flames. We could turn back to our allies. What do you guys do?
I'm gonna shoot it now. It's not dead yet. It's it's time to shoot it. It's still solid enough to take a crossbow shot.
I fear because of how this building is made.
It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. I'm gonna use my nat 20. Nat 20 to shoot it with a crossbow with a fancy bolt.
All right.
Nope. Done. Nat 20.
All right. Holly takes aim and says, "No, I'm gonna do this." Aiming. Make your critical hit. Also,
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I
Holly's
haven't been using
double-
cards today because I've forgotten.
Oh no, that's fine. We don't need cards because when Holly takes aim, she's gonna shoot it and she's gonna aim in such a way because there's still fire everywhere. I'm assuming like the fire just doesn't hit and go away. Like things are still on fire. So Holly's hit is going to hit it and like get right in like some of the flesh that's reforming on it because it did get quite a lot of blood, and shove it up against part of the wall that's still on fire. So she manages to push it into the fire, so it's actually like shoved into the fire now. So it's on fire while the crit crossbow goes into the little remaining flesh that's in there.
All right, I love it. Let's do it.
So time for damage.
Yeah.
And the extra.
And I'll do an
D8?
extra. Yeah, yeah. All right.
And the extra D8. It should not resist this, right? Oh wait, I can't
It won't
drop it on
resist
it.
the D8. It'll resist the physical because you're not using a silver arrows.
Should I re-roll that damage? I'm gonna re-roll that damage. I feel like it needs more damage.
Yeah, sure, not a worry.
I'm gonna use a hero point. I feel like that needs more damage.
All right, go for
There
it.
could always be more damage.
Oh my god!
Oh no.
No,
No!
because it's a hero point, you will take the higher of those two results. That's fine.
Okay, I'll leave the 3 then. Okay, I'm shooting it again because it's my third action.
All right.
All right, with 1 hero point left. While it's on fire, into the wall. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. Okay.
All right. And with your last attack, let's see what we do.
Something?
That is a little something. You're getting there.
A little bit better. A little better.
Now, how many of these potion arrows did you make?
I only had 5, so that's 4 gone.
All right. That's 6 points of damage. All right. It is still kicking.
How is this thing still alive?
Yeah, it was never alive to begin with.
Um,
Patrick, it is now
How's
your
it still
turn.
All right.
How's it still moving?
So ducking back in.
Actually, I'm
Oh,
not gonna
wait,
lie.
that's a
The
point.
reason
Was it that-
the reason it's still alive is because it blood drained Patrick and Agnes.
Wasn't that first shot crit damage?
It was.
Because I used a nat 20.
Yeah, it was that. It was. Did you hold down left click when you did the damage?
I did not hold down left click.
Oh, well, then you can do another lot of damage. Don't hold down left click.
Don't hold down left click. Okay, just do it again.
Yeah.
Okay. Haha. Thank you. I did not realize that. Haha.
All right. Ooh, we have an insight bonus. All right.
Thank you.
Very well. Done. Insight bonus. Insight bonus here would be that the more of you that are in melee with it, the more dangerous it can be. The creature itself can only drain blood from creatures it is in direct contact with. It does so at a rate of, anytime it successfully hits, it'll drain 10 hit points off someone. Or it'll regain 10 hit points off someone. With 3 attacks in a round, if it lands 3 hits, that's 30 hit points drawn from it. You realize this after after it sort of started siphoning stuff out of you guys. That is your insight bonus, courtesy of our dear friend, Odd Bandicoot.
I don't suppose that insight bonus tells us if it gets opportunity attacks as well.
Dante can tell you it gets attack of opportunity.
It does,
attacks.
as missed as well. Okay. So. All right. So from a prior insight bonus, I know silver. So I'm gonna load a silver. I was gonna see if I could do a recall knowledge to see if silver or holy water bullet would be better, but I think silver is going to be the way to go. So I will, for my first action, I will earn my new nat 20. I'm not going to just keep that around. I'm going to hit it with a nat 20 with a silver bullet and, again, fulminating shot. So I'll just, again, burn again. The barrel lights up as I fire a flaming silver bullet at him.
All right, let's do it. Jesus Christ.
For a crit hit.
Yeah.
Gotta hold shift.
Yeah, Kaboom!
Wow.
All right. The creature ignites in flame. As it does so, it falls to the ground. You see this ashen skeleton. Its bones almost look frail and blackened. Little tufts of red smoke seem to cling to its body. It seems to be moving towards Elvie. Now, we're going to go into a cinematic finale here. Elvie, as the creature is moving towards you, it looks like it's reaching up to try and grab at you. What do you do?
She's gonna pull out a holy symbol. The one given to her personally by Bora.
Mm-hmm.
And just kneel down to it and sorry, give me a minute.
All right, I'm just gonna add some extra.
Sparkles. And for a dying vampire, sure. Did you really think that you could complete your mission? You've failed. I'm going to take Bora home and bury her, and you will be dust and scattered to the winds. And she's just going to take the axe, not the axe, the holy symbol, and use it with a light spell, I would think.
Nice.
And then just make it sort of, scatter it, yeah.
Its eyes open wide as it kind of looks towards you. The holy symbol of Pharasma shining in your hand as you lay it down towards this creature. He puts his hand, but it doesn't seem to do anything as it slowly begins to break apart and disappear. He says,
This cannot be. I was supposed to rise and take his stead. And you are just a child.
And as his arm sort of fades away, you can see his jawbone break off, his teeth vanish, his head disappear as he turns to dust in front of you. He is gone, and everything you know about vampires indicates that this is a final passing. He was killed with fire. He was banished with a holy silver symbol. And there is nothing left of the vampire Nosferatu, except for a scrap of parchment.
I was gonna look for anything that he had left over once this was done, but I'll pick it up and have a look.
All right. You see that on his person, there is talks of a deal. It is written in the hand of Ramoska Arkminos, addressed to a temple, simply listed with the letter U, the Temple of U. Our dear friends from across the seas, I am pleased to inform you that I have arrived safely upon the shores of Korvosa and look forward to working with you and seeing the full fruition of our experiment come to pass. Unfortunately, I have a few unattended matters that have been following me here, but rest assured that I will endure to take care of my business on its own. I have sent two of my best to not only look at finding prospective candidates for the tests, but also ensure that the people who are following me are dealt with expediently. Alan Varsk is one of my finest assassins, and should do well enough to kill the hunters following. I look forward to meeting you in person. Signed, Ramoska Akminos. And the date is about a week ago.
Temple U.
Well, who are these guys then?
These are. You mean the vampires or?
Well, yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah, I was sent here to kill him. I've just done that. And she then pulls out the bag of ashes and just holds it in her hand.
Well, do we have to kill more of them? Are there more here?
Please say no.
The letter said he had two of his finest. We killed two vampires outside, but there was also the third one that you also killed. So I don't think this adds up.
Oh, no, sorry. Two of his finest. So he, the one that he's referring to is Vendra, who owned the apothecary.
Yeah.
Which she was using it to scout people for the experiment.
Right.
And the second one was this vampire who was here to kill Elvie and their master. These other two vampires, there are other vampires, right? But they're not the two that he's referring to.
Right.
Those were just crappy vampires.
Yeah, very crappy vampires. Very dead crappy vampires.
Pixelated JPEG vampires.
I mean, they were already dead.
Yeah, they did. We got them. We killed them before we got here. So they'd have been taken care of, it seems. But there was another name mentioned, and I've forgotten it already.
His name is Ramoska Arkminos, so he's the vampire.
But the assassin?
That was the assassin's name.
Right.
Yeah. And then Ramoska himself is still in Korvosa conducting the experiment.
Right.
So he's the super bad guy.
Yeah. It sounds like he's coming soon.
No, this letter was dated a
No.
week ago.
Right. So he's been and gone? I'm confused.
No, he's here. He's here.
He's here.
Yeah, so we have to kill this guy.
Ramoska, yes. They also have to take care of Bora first. But don't this. I don't know what to do.
So is this Ramoska fella? I was saying he's responsible for the plague.
If the experiments they're talking about is the plague, then yes.
Oh, well then I'm sure we'll deal with him.
Oh, you all seem very capable. You would have no trouble with the more vampires, I would assume. But this one is far more powerful.
Oh, it's a little bit of proof, wasn't it? Then we would have more help from the temples and whatnot. So
Elvie hands a letter to Agnes to take.
Reading over the letter, you as soon as you say that the temples might be able to help, the fact that one of the temples has been named, but in code, makes you think that, well, we can hold our own with vampires. We have a little bit of experience now between the few fights that we've had, but this person is dangerous, and we may not be able to rely on the clergy to be able to help. They've got their hands full with the blood veil already, and if one of the temples is helping them, then this could be even worse than we had anticipated. I mean, what if, for example, the Abdarans were spreading the plague? Or the Asmodeans were ensuring that no one was getting proper help and instead were being, dumped here. There's lots of, potentials for the temples to be siding with Ramoska in this. But you don't know which temple and for who.
no, but
We still have to
suppose we
get
can
our.
assume it's unlikely to be Pharasma, wasn't it? Because
Most likely.
I think they were the ones that wanted proof of the plague to assist us
Right.
with the blood veil, like our other quest, if you know what I mean.
And we actually had that, and we were going to go and deliver it to them, but we instead acquired an apothecary shop in the meantime.
Yeah, we still need to do that. That's kind of important.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So maybe a journey to the temple of Pharasma is the next course of action.
That
Yeah,
seems like
I think so.
Let's do that.
All right.
And maybe we could get a little less burned. I'm sorry, guys. I thought it would be useful. I tried to help.
Oh, throwing fire around
Crazy
when there's people
fairy.
there is never useful. Poor Dante, he was on the floor, he was already bleeding, and then you set him on fire.
Hell, I am technically.
I'm
Are
sorry.
we also still
I
bleeding?
really am. I don't mean to blow things up every time you're around, but sometimes it just is the most useful way to do things.
You know, you said sorry
Mr.
last
Eyebrow.
time, and sorry means you don't do it again. Otherwise, didn't bother apologizing. And Agnes just storms out in the huff.
But it was a vampire. Vampires are bad.
Elvie's just gonna go over to Holly and sort of put her hand on a very tiny shoulder and say, I would have done the same thing.
Thank you. And Holly's gonna hug you.
Aww.
All
right.
She's gonna hug you back.
So, gathering up what you can, you begin to make your way across the town towards the Temple of Pharasma. It is in the southern Grey Quarter, and as you arrive, you can see that there's a large, wrought iron gate blocking people from coming and getting healing. As previously mentioned, the Pharasmans are busy enough without having to deal with the plague, and they have no intention of helping, at least not yet. As you arrive, the paladins of Pharasma, men and women who are dressed in these large purple robes, allow you to pass. They've actually been expecting you after your last conversation. They do look at Elvie kind of strangely. You actually recognize a couple of these people, Elvie, as Slavic citizens. They have kind of the very Slavic features that you recognize as you approach. Upon entering, you can see the priestess who is there. A very, very honorable woman who seems to be carrying herself with a mode of like almost like a wispiness, like almost spectral, like in nature. Her feet like seem to glide across the beautiful black marbled stones. You've returned. Wondrous news. I hope that you have some evidence that your investigation has gone well.
Yeah, so Padraig's gonna dump out of the bag just the evil skull boxes. What else did we get for information?
There is
We
a skull
still-
box that's still
we have-
sealed. There is still a
We
sealed.
still- yeah, we
skull
still-
box.
well,
open
not
the
the
box.
sealed one. Okay, yeah, I will take out the sealed one and then the other two open empty ones. So we found these. They're magical. They look real nasty. Combined with the other information that we got that I'm forgetting
Which
what it is right now.
You've also told them about the man in the robes that you found on the boat.
Yep.
Who had a symbol of the fly with a skull in its back.
Right. That guy, and then
That seems to get her attention quite a lot. Her eyes like kind of like, okay.
And that
and
holy
he was
symbol.
he was in the room that had all of these skull boxes. And then Holly, you grabbed that last casket.
Can I open that? I want to open it. It's locked, and they wouldn't let me open it, but I really want to open it because I want to see what's inside. Because all of these were empty, and they were all open down except for that one, and I really want to open it. Can I open it?
The priestess looks at you in a little bit of an alarm as she says, if these are the vessels for the plague, why would you wish to open it?
Wait, they're vessels for plague? Is that what was in them?
That's what
We
you're
just found them on the boat.
That's why we told you not to open it, Holly.
You were investigating the
Oh.
plague. Unless these have no bearing on the plague itself, then she's looking back at Padraig at this point, very confused. Like these,
They were
as far
magic,
because
and
keep
they
in
were
mind,
sealed.
at this point in time, she has no idea, where you got these or why you've
Right.
acquired them. You've presented
So-
these as evidence, and Holly's sort of talking about opening them because you've just found them. So
Yeah.
there's a little bit of doubt, but she's willing. She's
I
listening.
will. So we went down to the bottom of the sea. Patrick gives a little shudder, remembering that. Not something I'd advise, but there's a ship that came in and was sunk off the shore of where the plague started. It was mostly empty, except for all of these skull boxes. Opened except for this one in the room with the man who had that fly symbol in there. Didn't we get a book too?
You did, but it was destroyed because you opened it underwater.
Mhm.
Oh,
But we
that's
also
right.
got a holy symbol, and the holy symbol I think is
There's-
probably bad because
Right.
that's a plague symbol, right? And then Holly
There's
shows
also the book of serving your hunger room. Yeah, it was the book of serving your hunger.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. She
That was
she
right.
immediately says, "Well, this is most dire news indeed. The book you describe and the symbol are important to the goddess Urgathoa. Urgathoa is the goddess of undeath, plague, and gluttony, and a mortal enemy to those who worship Pharasma. If this plague was indeed wrought by their hand, then it does make sense. The ship that you were on was indeed a plague vessel, carrying disease and pestilence to these shores. And if that box is truly from that ship, then I can almost certainly guarantee that this is the source of our plague. Please, if you hand it to me quickly."
Holly hands her the
Well,
box. I didn't think it had a plague on it. I
And
thought
she
it
goes,
was
"Ha
treasure.
ha!" And she opens it up. You fools! No.
I would like to
Here's a
note
skin
Dante and Quinn probably look super haggard because of how low on health they are.
Unfortunately, they're yeah. We'll deal with that. We'll deal with that. You're just yeah. Quinn, okay, yeah. Everyone who's on red mark. Yeah. Quinn and I.
Agnes can help us as well if needed.
Yeah. We'll come to that. We'll come to that. We'll do an after game heal and resto. Yeah. All right. She looks at the oh, random. Ooh. Okay. Wow, I've never. Okay, let's go with.
This isn't a good idea.
All right,
Tags
Clover,
aside.
we are gonna give a magic item to someone because that rolled high. So there you go. We'll give a magic item to someone. If you have a magic, if you go, okay, you know what? Just super quick. I didn't mean to break the pace here. If you go to Archives of Nethys, McClover, and you find up to a level 8 magic item, anything that you'd like from that site, and if you find something you like, let me know. They will acquire said item. Otherwise, I will go and look for one. But probably after the stream, and then I'll let you know what it is directly. I'll send you a message. Okay, back to it. She takes the box and places it on the altar of Pharasma. She places several candles around and begins to cast a spell. She calls for 2 of her acolytes to come in and help out with the process, and one of them opens the lid. As this happens, a black smoke begins to bellow out of the chest, and it seems to be stopped by the candlelight. As this happens, you watch as she begins to cast, and the diseased energy begins to dissipate. Inside the chest are only 2 objects. The first is a rat, festering and dead. The second is a gold coin. Now, I believe we got an inside bonus just then as well. Let me have a look real quick. From Odd Bandicoot. Yes, we did. So, the inside bonus here. This is a carrion carrier. What it does is it magically preserves the diseases that are kept within this box, so long as the box remains closed. In addition, anything in the box, even inorganic things, can transitive properties gain that disease. Meaning each of these boxes contained likely a creature that had succumbed to the blood veil and a gold coin. And what they did was they simply gave the gold coins to the poor, which then got traded for goods and services, which then went to the Bank of Abadar, which then got distributed among the city, which then...
I was getting division vibes.
Wow.
So, weird question. Does one coin contaminate other coins? Or is it just stay localized?
It stays localized. So there is, I believe, how many chests were there? Do you remember?
There's like
18.
30 or
Or was it
There was
30?
a lot of them.
there's a lot.
There's
Yeah.
a lot.
I want to say, you know what, let's say 24. There were 24 chests. Which means that that shy of this one, which now makes 23, there are 23 gold coins in circulation with this disease on it.
Is there anything distinctive about the coin that looks different than other gold coins that might make it recognizable?
Yes, indeed. These coins are from Ustalav. They are Slavic gold coins, meaning that they are still gold coins. They're worth the same amount, but they have different iconography on it.
I look at Ellie suspiciously.
Well, that's where that vampire is from too, right? That you were tracking.
Yes.
Oh, yes, and the Temple of You, I'm guessing, could be, well, it could be.
Ukator, whatever her name is.
Correct.
Exactly.
And you guys know that there is no denomination of Urgathoa that is known to have been operating in the city.
Known.
Known, yes.
All right.
We should let our friend at the Temple of Abadar know about this, though. If they can take those coins out of circulation.
You mean the Temple of Abadar that you guys single-handedly brought down? The Temple of Abadar was the one with all the coins and stuff like that. Didn't you guys stage a riot there? Or am I thinking
No,
of a
we didn't have
No.
to stage riot. Remember, we got in because I have a bank account there.
maybe thinking of a different game.
Yeah. No, we got them.
No,
We're
it's-
friends with them. We got them working together with all the other clerics.
Yeah, we did good with that. That's like the only
Okay.
time we
Okay,
didn't
okay,
screw
okay.
everything up.
Alright,
That's
alright,
the only time because
Alright.
And
I
I
had a
should
bank
still have
account
an
there.
imp.
I could swear I've got a game where the group went in and basically just got like they went in and tried to be the boss of everything, and they were like
No.
they were
No.
like
no.
they're like I want to speak to your manager, and then I want to speak to your manager, and eventually got literally put in front of like the god, like one of the arbiters of the god, and then the god basically said, yeah, it sounds like your bank is really screwing you up. I'm gonna take away all their powers until we can do an internal investigation, and all the
No,
paladins
I would remember that.
Yeah.
and all the
that was
paladins
nuts.
Did not-
lost their mind. All the paladins lost their mind. Literally, like, started turning on each other, and the back of Abadar is like gone from that city. I've downloaded the wrong save file. All right,
Yeah, no.
cool.
Wow,
Alright.
we were working with
That would
Father
be
and Shiny.
hysterical.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so,
So we were-
Yeah, no, we did good with the Bank of Abadar. They like
Alright.
us, and I have an account. So
but
we
more
skipped
importantly,
all of
I
that
need to figure out
nonsense.
where that game came from. All right, because it feels like it's one that I'm running, and I'm like, but who else is dealing with Abadar? Anyway, I digress. No, that's fine. In which case, yes, it will be no problem whatsoever to put the word out to keep an eye out for these coins. There's not too many of the because Ustalav is quite far away. There's not too many people who have these coins, and it would be very hard to not recognize when you have them. Especially if they turn around and say, "Hey guys, look, we're giving free healing to anyone who gives us one of these coins." It will take minutes for, oh, I've got disease, please give me this thing. And they'll give it, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. All right. Now, in addition, the priestess looks to you, LV, and says, Sister of the Cloth, I understand your road has been hard and difficult. And this matter involving the plague and the vampires the like is truly one of grave concern here. But you have suffered loss, and as is Pharasma's way, how would your master have liked to have their final rites?
Elvie's been carrying the bag in her hand, and so she's just gonna look down to it and contemplate for a bit. And I'm not really sure actually what she would have wanted. Sophie doesn't. I'm sure Elvie does, but
What do you want?
yeah. I already have rashes. I could spread them somewhere. I'm not really sure.
Very well. In which case, please take these. These are maybe some supplies that may be able to help you. And the least we can do is also offer you safe passage. The city is in a quarantine. However, those who have been blessed by the Pharasmans are allowed to move freely through the docks and through the waterways. We would be more than we would be more than willing to use our pass and our power to be able to get you and your master home.
Thank you.
The last thing that we'll do before we sign out for the day, because we are a little bit over time, but we started late, so we're okay.
I just have to go to lunch. It's fine.
Is LV will provide each of you with a vampire hunter's kit, which is now added to your character sheet. There's also going to be a magic item that LV had in their possession, which comes courtesy of McCliver, which I will spend the next week looking into some magic items, and we'll let you know next week when we return as to what that magic item happens to be. But for now, however, as we bid farewell to our heroes and the like, the scene changes, as we often do, to a beautiful banquet. A glorious gala with men and women and children dressed in fine, noble attire, dancing in a ballroom. As they spin, embracing one another, with glasses of champagne clinking, the sounds of a live band playing music, you could see that windows are shut and doors and portholes are barred with large bits of wood that have been used to like nail things in place. There is signs of revelry and joy. The noble upper class have avoided the plague. None of them suffer any ill effect so long as they are well stocked in their pantries, laden with all of their finest of foods and wines and the like. However, a woman, an elven woman, steps out with a masquerade mask of almost like one of the Harlequin Joker masks. As she steps out into the ballroom, she takes it off and with a wicked grin pulls out a crossbow. And we will find out more next time when we return to Curse the Crimson Throne. Who is that? What are they doing? What's going on? Will our group ever get a long rest? Find out next time.
We won't.
All right. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us. My name is Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie
Yes.
Gamer. This is my place. This is my face. You can find it here a number of times during the week. But in half an hour, guys, you can find it over on Robert Hartley GM's channel as we play Pathfinder again, because that's what we're doing. So we're going to go play
Yay.
Pathfinder, and I'm getting to play Ogmai, the very, very powerful orc. Let's just say that I broke my Pathfinder character as hard as I could with some roleplay stuff. I wanted to keep the roleplay stuff there, but only because I just wanted to have a bit of fun. And so I've got a character who's at level 5, has a strength of who can have a strength of 36. He is muscle orc.
It is quite a feat to see.
Oh, it is.
I watched it last week. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So far, I've used a laundry cart as a weapon, and I have knocked a devil into the stratosphere with my bare hands, which was very fun.
Yeah.
So, what one-hit kill am I gonna make for the final game over on Robert's channel? I go over and find out. We're not gonna raid anyone, unfortunately. You know what? Let's see. Is anyone out and doing stuff? I mean, I want to raid, but at the same time, I'm like,
There
let's
should
see.
be.
Perception Studios doing Dungeons and Dragons. If you want to do Dungeons and
Oh,
Dragons.
I love Perception
it's-
Studios. So, yeah, let's go hang out with our Perception Studio friends. Hey, there's Connie. We love Connie. All right, guys, we're gonna go raid Perception Studios. Do give them the love. Do hang out there. But also don't forget to come check us out later on today. Stay wonderful, stay safe. Thank you to all of our sponsors, Hero Forge, Fantasy Grounds, and Sirenscape. Don't forget, Hero Forge has got a sale over on their thing. Remember to use the code LOOTDROP for Black Friday sales. And if you want more information on that, I've done an Instagram post on it, or you can go check out the Hero Forge Twitter, where it's got the code there up as well. And last but not least, as always, from us to you, till we meet again, game hard or die trying. Good night, folks.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.